Hello there and happy Wednesday and welcome to this week's edition of Nourish with Emily Live. I'm coming to you after the gym, so I know I'm not usually as work clothes ready as normal, but I ran to the gym this afternoon while I had some downtime before my last client call of the day. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're having a great week so far. Today we're talking all about the macronutrients, some things that you should know about them, and talking a little more about this month's upcoming masterclass. The Secret Macronutrient to Weight Loss, that is happening on July 23rd at 7:30 p.m. EST. If you can't make it, don't worry. It will be recorded so you can go back and watch the replay. So I want to know, how are you feeling today? How is your week going so far? Have you recovered from the 4th of July? Are you still feeling groggy? Are you still feeling a little tired? Like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. I need to get through this week. Let us know down in the comments below. Hopefully this brings you some energy. This brings you some insight. This brings you some excitement for the rest of the week. So we are talking all about the 3 macronutrients for today. There are 4 actually macronutrients: carbohydrates, protein, fat, and alcohol. But alcohol, we don't really have nutrition recommendations for because we know that it's a known toxic carcinogen. So we don't have goals that we need to hit for alcohol in order for us to have, successful balanced day with our nutrition. We're more so looking at the goals for the carbohydrates, the protein, and the fat to help you run optimally. So we're going to start with the number one most controversial macronutrient that there is, which is carbohydrates. I was talking with a client this morning and she said that her husband's been on the keto diet and it's kind of triggering for her to hear him talk about this stuff and be like, I'm losing all this weight. Carbs are so bad. I don't need any carbs. We know that we do need carbohydrates. Your primary fuel source in your body is carbohydrates. Your brain and spinal cord run the best on carbohydrates. Run optimally. Not even just run, but run optimally, which we want everything to run optimally in our lives. Our brains and spinal cords need a minimum of 130 grams of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are going to come from plant products. So plant products are, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, all of those. Those 3 things are going to have carbohydrates in them because they are a part of plants. That's where we get those carbohydrates from. So whole grains, fruits, vegetables, they're all a little bit different as far as whether they're a starchy carbohydrate or they are a simple carbohydrate, what vitamins and minerals that they might have on the inside, how much fiber is there. Fiber is found in plants, so it's part of that carbohydrate family too. So carbohydrates are needed. We need them at every single one of our meals. We should aim for them to be maybe about 1/4 of our plate, depending on what our goals are. For my athlete clients, you may need a little bit more just to help you with fueling and refueling for exercise and having more energy throughout the day. Those that are going through menopause, postmenopausal, we might need a little bit less carbohydrates, maybe about 40% of our overall intake, really leaning into more of those fruits and vegetables, but we can talk more about that in the future. So carbohydrates, it's a good thing. Your brain and spinal cord needs them. If you want energy, you need carbohydrates at your meals. We are going to then also make sure that we have fats. Now, fats are the precursors to hormones. So if you're having any hormonal issues, maybe you've been on a low-fat diet in the past, you get a lot of cravings around your cycle, you get a lot of excess hunger around your period, fats are going to be your friends. Fats help to promote satiety. Like I said, they're precursors to hormones. And they're also needed too. Fats help with the protection of your heart if you have more of those good heart-healthy fats, those HDLs being a little elevated. And then controlling those LDLs, which is the bad cholesterol, through more fiber intake is better for our overall health. So fats are not a bad thing. They are more energy dense. They have about 9 calories per gram, whereas carbohydrates and protein have about 4 calories per gram. So still needed, but a little bit more dense. They're not going to end up being, let's say, 50% of our overall intake, which is what carbohydrates should be. And that's carbohydrates thinking of grains, but fruits and vegetables too. Fats is going to end up being about 20 to 30% of our overall intake, depending on what your goals are and what you're working towards. That's something that we can help you with inside of our Signature Nutrition Coaching Program. So fats are needed. What we're going to get them from is animal products. It's going to be more saturated fats, where in high amounts they can raise cholesterol levels. And then there's also going to be unsaturated fats, which are going to be coming from plant products. So seeds and nuts and oils are all rich in those unsaturated fats, which can help with lowering cholesterol level. And they have more omega-3s in them, which is better for heart health overall. Maybe you're adding chia seeds or a little bit of peanut butter to your oatmeal in the morning. That's a great way to increase your good fat intake and also to help promote satiety. So fats fill you up fast, but protein is what keeps you full. Pair carbohydrates with those and you're going to be energized for hours. So we have carbohydrates, we have fats, and that last macronutrient that is always talked about, and we're talking about it at a length inside of this month's masterclass, is protein. Protein is needed, especially if your goals are related to weight loss. If your goals are related to increase your metabolism, we need protein in our diet. Now, protein is not the only thing that we're going to be needing to eat. We need a balance of all those macronutrients for us to run properly and efficiently. But keeping in mind that protein needs to be there and on the plate in order for you to reach your goals. So keep that in mind. Protein needs to be there. Inside of the masterclass, we're going to dive into more specifics around how much protein you need, how to calculate those protein needs, and then how to actually get in enough protein throughout the day without having to use a shake or a bar in order to get there. I posted a resource here inside of the Nourish Family Facebook group a few days ago about 100 grams of protein, what that looks like without bars and shakes. I think it ended up being 113 grams. That's a great one that you want to save or screenshot that can give you a really great idea of how to increase your protein intake without having any of those things. So inside of the secret macronutrient to weight loss, we're covering protein types, what you should know, how to increase your protein intake, what that looks like, and how to get more protein without having to chug bars, shakes, anything like that. And this is even going to apply too if you are vegan or vegetarian. You absolutely can still hit your protein goals, and we'll walk you through that as well too. So we're covering that last major macronutrient inside of this month's masterclass, the secret macronutrient to weight loss. If you're interested in joining that or becoming part of our larger community where this masterclass is it's already included, think about joining the Nourish membership. I'll drop the links down to that stuff in the comments below, but you're going to get the masterclass along with the Q&A for our members that we host every single month before that, where you can hop on and ask us any questions that you want related to nutrition and health. You also get our community group chat for support, goal setting, and more, along with resources, recipes, guides, video trainings to help you on your journey to success. This is going to help you transform how you look at food and make it easy for you too. We'll drop all that info down in the comments below. Those are the 3 major macronutrients. We're going to be diving into protein in 2 weeks, just about 2 weeks when we have our masterclass. We will see you there. Have a great rest of your day.